Mm. 2 brains areas. Dang, just forever gonna be like that, I guess. Just for now, I guess. Idea. Uh, sick. No. Mm, let's see. Hmm. Just kind of want to like see what this sounds like real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go back to ambience footsteps. There we go. Dang. About broke his legs, didn't he? Alright. This is for wood. Water. I don't even know. I don't know if we made water. Okay. That was stones. Okay, so that one could be gravel, I guess. Let me see. Okay, it wasn't even specifically marked up as gravel, so let's see. Oops. Oh my god. I keep making the mistake of not like switching. Alright, now it should make the noise. That's good. Let's move on to snow. Snow sounds like this. Sand. Do we even need sand? We got grass, we got generic, we got dirt. Let me see. I don't even think we need sand because I'm not gonna make anything that has sand unless it's like a beach. Okay, metal. Okay, that one sounds a lot better than the metal that I have. It sounds like hollow wood. Night and day difference right here. Glass, let me see. Dirt actually sounds a little bit better to me. Oh dang, there's like way more dirt versions of them. Let me see. Okay, 3 more. Concrete. Let me see. This is how concrete sounds before. Wow, okay. Okay. I still need to probably create some more. Let me see. Uh, Duplicate this. Let's make tile. This will be tile. And default will just be generic. Let's get tile. Four. Okay. We'll go for generic. That's what generic sounds like. So we have gravel so far. We do not have ladder. We have snow. We do not have mud. So we need mud and ladder. That's it. How many have ladder? 5. Okay. Tile, mud, ladder. Okay. That's what it sounds like on generic. I am not totally sure if I have to restart. There Seems like I'm gonna have to restart for a second. Just so that the new physical material can take effect. Alright, should take effect now, hopefully. There we go. There's tile, mud, and ladder. So I'm guessing this is just what generic sounds like. Could set the, oh, I have to create a new physical material, I see. Uh, where are these created? Okay, they're created here. This will be mud. Ladder. And what was the third one? I have ladder, metal. Wait, it was metal and then, hold on, I need to go back. Okay, it was tile. Of course it was. Tile, ladder, mud. Now I could just throw a tile into the mix. You can see how it sounds. For this, I believe you can override a physical material. Yeah, you can, and just call it ladder. I'm hoping, since the character could step on that, it'll create the ladder sound. Oh man. Oh. Okay. I think it needs to be applied to. Yeah, this is collision. Okay. I have to do it in the collision, but it's just simply not really possible. Okay. Okay. Well, this only hits the boundary of that. Guess I didn't size it up properly. Yeah. Should work properly now. Yep, it does. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look right. I created a lot of like freedom. You can literally have the sound actually come from the back, but it triggers. You can have any sound and be actually triggered. Like even dialogue can be triggered by this. So you can just have a player walk the path and have it triggered. So when you turn that on, it'll be invisible. It's a it's a nice little handy blueprint that I created. There's all kinds of stuff that you can add. Very bare bones. You can even turn the volume up all the way to 5, but that'd be too loud. You can have a delay. You can have a delay but like 1 second. Hardly noticeable though. Let me see. 20 seconds? Watch it not work. It did not work. Hold up. Start time. Yeah. This isn't working properly. Oh, start time. Doesn't matter, it's the delay. I see. Yeah, no matter what, it's just not gonna change. It's kind of funny. I would get more into depth about this created spawner. It's a pretty cool spawner though. I just don't feel like really getting into depth with this one. This one's a little more complicated. We got our shells based on whatever selection you can choose. So you can basically just like slide that down. It's like, oh, I want this to be the Smith & Wesson. You can change that to the Smith & Wesson. Or you can have that as an axe. We don't have the AC556 yet. But yeah, any weapon that you choose, you can choose it in this pickup here. It's not really fully developed just yet. Or I should say integrated just yet. Our more so like main focus is actually getting stuff into the inventory. And the inventory is not even ready yet either. I created a couple blockouts. This is basically the corridor, I believe. I wanted it different from many other ones. I didn't like the previous design. The previous design wasn't like all that great. Also, this is the room. This is probably gonna be changed, definitely, because I don't know. It's too many polygons. I don't feel like this would be accurate. So I gotta make improvements. That's for sure. When I do so, I want to at least get them to look sort of accurate to each other. A lot of the clipping, I really don't want clipping. Yeah, a lot of these areas will be definitely upgraded. Well, technically downgraded, but yeah, this room wasn't all that bad. It had a actual working fan. The lighting was decent, I guess. Yeah, little gross thing that Liam left. It's fucking gross. It's actually a callback of some other stuff that we had in mind. It's like a callback to like those Counter-Strike games where they actually had like poop in there. But it's gross, but whatever. I can't destroy this no more. Yeah, just too many moving, way too many moving parts. Just needs to be overall fixed. Just needs those improvements. Like I wasn't too fond of the actual daytime version of this. It was very linear. Didn't really offer too much. It is long. It's fine, but it had way too much detail for a PSX kind of style game. Created some vending machines. There is a night version, but I am also not fond of how the lighting looks. The lighting is a little needs to be changed, obviously. This is the first corridor. Lots of issues that will be changed around. Could have sworn I did fix that, but yeah. See what's going on here. It's a vertex. Most of these levels are going to be redone, that's for sure. So far, I only have a few that I created for particles. Hmm. I just have a crap load of other blueprints. I have enums here. Actors. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I've actually showed the tech that I made for that one. So I actually went in and created something really unique. Um, I did create like sky presets. So one could be for snow. It could be like modified just so it fits that snowy vibe. So like you could just turn off the stars and definitely change the fog as you like. So you could just make it like, let's see, you could just change it to like white or something. Or you could just change it to like a gray color. Well, anyway, you can absolutely change how the weather is, so you can actually make it snow. Um, Basically, the the snow of this will follow the player, but this is how far that it reaches. It actually is very optimized, but this is how far it reaches, and it also collides with meshes and just normal meshes and static and just pretty much everything else. It just collides with. You can also make it rain, and based on the movement, the rain actually shifts. So if you're moving forward, it'll move towards you. If you're moving backwards, it'll move against you. But it's actually completely static. It just looks like it's moving that way. We will have like puddles and things on the ground. But anyway, you can make it snow, so I'm gonna make it snow. So far, it's only like limited to over here. So like if I moved the snow all the way over here, I can just spawn in and the snow will follow me. Yeah, so basically the snow will definitely follow me. Yeah. Yep. And we can just absolutely like just change it to daytime. I still have to work out a lot of the extra stuff, so if I want to add some fog, I will. I just haven't worked out all of those settings just yet. I can make it clear day. I'm gonna have to change the fog here. It's gonna have to be something lighter. Not so heavy on the fog either. It's gonna have to be a little bit invisible. There you go. And just make it none. You can change how the clouds are. So this will be the daytime. Absolutely, you can change it to night. It looks like day, but yeah, you could just make it super heavy. You can have the moon. should be able to actually change the brightness of the moon. Just right there. You can change the color of the moon. So if you want a blood moon, you can. And I can go back here, make that back to 1, make it black. And that will absolutely make it look like it's dark outside. You can even just make it rain. Yeah, so when you go indoors, you can actually, it's not really indoors, but anything that's kind of like blocking that from being seen. So there's like a little entity. Anytime that it gets blocked for being seen, it'll play a muffled sound. So like if you're indoors, it'll play the muffled version of it. So right now we can hear it. And heck, we could even see it, dang. So anytime that you go in somewhere and it doesn't see the player, it'll play the muffled version of it. But when you go out, it plays the normal version of it. Yeah, well, if I want to make it more cloudy and no stars, then I can just go none and then just make the, can make the clouds. I'm just not too sure. I think I'd like remove some of the things. Yeah, I'll need to update it. Yep. It should be for like the rain. You can just have, there's even one for the storm. I think the fog is blocking it. Just absolutely just went ham on some of the tech, but okay. I guess I'll show you guys our characters so far. Alright, so we got this waitress for the demo level. There's two versions. One that's really messed up because she gets actually spoil It'll spoil it, but whatever. This is our main character right here. He has two variations because he does lose this coat overall. You have some character variations. Then we have an NPC. It's pretty ham to actually get this much detail on an NPC. Because then the NPC is just like this. Pretty intense. And the animations actually do work, so kind of have to ignore the other characters in the background because they're actually outdated. These ones are definitely outdated, big time. They really needed an overhaul, so this was Liam before. And this is this new version, which he was definitely updated. I really like that. I don't know, it was very cartoony for what it should have been. It was more, I more needed a realistic version. It just did not fit my style whatsoever. So we redid the characters, and we got this, which fit way better into the theme of the game. So we attempted here to make the character look somewhat gruesome. It just looked a very weird and not so. He kind of like has like South Park hands. It just didn't look that great. So we ended up opting for like painted fingers, which did work and it looks way better. But we were obviously able to get a more gruesome design to them. This is basically for an event in the game. These are for explosives. These are definitely explosives. They could be different kinds. I was just experimenting here with the ladder system because we have like 3 different ladder systems and this one is the best one right here. It uses a collision instead. This one is just a basic step. And like cool thing is that the steps here is like back then they actually used some invisible trickery to like make ladders in old games actually work. So they would make like a similar look to them, but it would be like just steps, and you'd be able to step up and even go across like that. Yeah. It's just, in the end, it would render some extra collision, and that's not what I really wanted. And by that time, if I wanted to make like a really long ladder system, it would just be so inefficient and not so great to use. So we opt for the, I guess you could say, like Half-Life method. And in this method, you can basically just get up the ladder, easy peasy. And if you're looking down, it'll grab onto the ladder and go down. You don't even have to press a button. You can be like midway and just jump off of it. You can actually change the speed of the ladder. But yeah, you don't really need the invisible steps to create the ladder system. The ladder system is actually a little bit more complicated, but this is all you needed, was a ladder system with a certain collision, and this collision is triggered by ladder. It's a new collision hit detection. Created some simple bottles, trying to world build. I know it's kind of silly with the names. Hopi's Cola, Morning Dew, Citrus Sip, Buzzblood, Shitwiser, Giller Light. Yeah, they all pretty much have their own little in-universe design. They're awesome, but yeah, I try to create some like health items, but definitely gonna change this to something completely different. I'm not gonna go for that style. A lot has been reworked and updated, but a lot of this stuff will stay. I can show you Mac's library. He does a really great job. His art creation is actually really nice. He's been creating all sorts of unique stuff. One of the bigger health items we're gonna go for different ammo boxes to pick up, and then we also did a one for all kind of pickup. The one for all is going to be very rare. This is for shotgun, submachine gun. He even gave it some names. Red Hot handgun. Yeah, body bag. Some vehicle distant. They're like they're meant to be like LODs and stuff, so they're not meant to be seen up close. See, I'll set it to unlit so you can see all the details. I think that he didn't fully use the correct one, so let me just do static, translucent, static, there you go. Yeah. All the weapons so far, they actually look really good. They're very detailed and they haven't been updated so far. They're just really detailed. Personally, I really like the sawed off. It's actually really nice. Yeah, he's must have been kind of struggling with the. Yeah. But that's basically what I have so far. Nothing too special. Maybe later down I can show you guys some more development and inventory. Alright guys, I'm just gonna have to stop it there. Thanks for actually watching just a little bit of this. Take care, guys.